What's up? Posting what? Collecting what?
Collecting the
Cash.
emails. Jeff says cash.
Let's get some cash.
Collecting the cash. No, I was posting the link for everybody to hop in and get the teaser and get signed up so they can be there Sunday. But there's a lot of folks that can't be there Sunday, so I said just put your email in the chat. I'll collect them, and then Sunday night I can send those all to Caitlin, and we can get that emailed out to them.
Yeah. We'll take care of you all. Why am I killing you, Doug? I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, the markets themselves are kind of down today, so it's a bit of a rough day overall.
Dude,
I think for a lot of people, my port's even down a little bit. So
dude, this has been, ladies and gentlemen, this has been oh, Lou, what can you tell me what you did on SMCI? So SMCI hit, that was the overnight thing I posted in Telegram.
50%. Nice.
Yeah, it got peak gains. You got out. Okay, I got out 30%. It got caught up in that it was just pumping, man. And whatever. But 30%, 50%, that's all really good. Good job, Lou. But yeah, I
good
mean
trade.
it pumped at the start of the day and then it got caught up in this sell-off here. So, hey, but look, I'll take that any day, right? Overnight 30%.
Heck yeah. Hit the sell the market button at the open, cash out for a profit.
Yeah, oh for sure. Doug, I have a ton of things. I just got off a call with like planning, the planning department, the Department of Wealth and Planning, and we have a lot of good things coming up. Like a lot of good things. Like I'm so stoked. These next 6 months, are you in Diamond Club? Um,
I think Doug's been wanting to join.
yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah, so Diamond Club gets everything first, like when we launch it. I actually think Diamond Club, you guys will have, if you are in Diamond Club, you're going to have access to the scanner before launch, actually. Maybe even today. I gotta check in after this call to see when they're good. They're getting all the member portal and stuff figured out and uploading all the stuff. So actually you might have it today, but definitely
ooh,
tomorrow, I would say, if you don't have it today. Um, so But yeah, we got like a lot of good stuff coming up. Like I said, we've been planning the next 6 months. A couple of different projects I've been working on. We have another scanner. I'm still going to be I'm building and optimizing right now. That's going to be coming down the pike. Going to be doing this NDX trading thing. I think it's going to be real cool. And a couple more surprises that I'm not going to talk about. Holly's got a question for Jeff.
yeah.
Yes, Holly, that is correct. That is a debit spread.
Yeah, we trade a lot of debit spreads in this. Holly, I've never seen you before. Welcome. We trade a lot of debit spreads in Profit Panel, the trades we put on. Doug, what is NDX? So just wait, just you'll see, man. I'm probably gonna start after, I'm focused on this launch right now. After this is done, we'll start talking more about that. So,
That's right. One thing at a time,
yeah.
which I'm excited for
Um,
Sunday. It's gonna be a good one.
Holly, try to get that between like 295, 305 in there somewhere. You should be able to get that now. I mean, gold pulled back with the S&P here from the good old Trump tweet of, yeah, we're going to kill Hamas. So,
Oh,
Wait,
is
what
that what
happened?
caused this?
oh yeah, he said if Hamas keeps killing people, we'll just kill them.
That
Thank
was
you for your
today.
attention, Donald Trump. And I was just like, okay, now we're going to war.
Oh
That was that was
God.
that was today.
Yeah, that was literally like 15 minutes ago when this thing really dumped.
Are we dumping again? Gosh, dang.
That's the reason for that.
Yeah. Here, hold on a second. I'll tell you when it was.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the screen from you there, Blake.
Yeah, go for it. I'm still sharing the starting panel. We've had an active chat today, so I've been helping everyone out so far.
We got people sign up for the Sunday.
Yeah, and I've got a bunch of people that are already asking for replay. I've got a list of about 10 people already. So they aren't able
Yeah,
to take it, but we're gonna send them a replay, and that's fine.
Right. This
Totally
is
understand.
he literally sent out, if Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have to have no choice but just to kill them. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So
My
oh
I was
yeah,
God.
like,
that was 1 hour ago.
yeah. Well, that's when we were up there right around 66.95 on the S&P, and when that came out, we're down here at 66.33 now.
That's just
So,
interesting. The last time that we had like war news, the market was actually pumping on that. Do you remember that when we were going, is all that stuff was going on with Israel and Iran?
well, now hold on. There's a difference
Yeah.
between we're going to send Israel in there and take you out, as opposed to we'll just have to do it. There's a big
Right.
difference.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh, Jeff.
Was not the deal. We'll
because
have
we
no
are
choice
sending
but to go
20,000
in.
troops over there. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Intraclide, I'll get to that question. Lemonade. Oh man. So Lemonade's October 24th, I think. I feel free to exit, dude. I just don't, I don't know. It's so volatile. I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna hold though. I'm gonna hold. Feel free to exit. It's not a bad idea to exit. I just don't feel like this sell-off is, I feel like, I hate saying I feel, right, which is bad to do in the markets because that's a bias. But I do feel like these two past days have been a weird down days. And I
well,
just structurally, I feel like we're going to recover,
yeah,
especially with lemonade. It's a little longer. If it was the 17th, I would say, yeah, definitely cut it. But we have like another, I think it might be farther out than that even.
What were
well,
you
we had
thinking,
a
Jeff?
report come out earlier. If you saw Costco, the reason why Costco is getting dumped,
No.
um, the instead of getting retail sales numbers, they went backdoor and they went and looked at credit card purchases and saw credit card purchases were down, and therefore retail sales is down. And then Nestle flips around and lays off 16,000 people. So that little combination right there, the market didn't like that.
Oh,
So I think it's just, I mean, we're down here at 66.48. We were here, what, 2 days ago? So
Yeah.
we're going to be right back up more than likely. This is just, no, they're trying to figure out something to trade. And the only thing they can
Yeah.
trade is, politics, a little bit of news we get, and Trump tweets.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Take it into that. That's a good point. We are not down. I mean, look, we're all the way back
yeah,
to Tuesday.
yeah. I mean,
So,
it's no big deal.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So all the lemonade. Look, personally, I'm just telling you what I'll do. I'm gonna hold. I think we could get a recovery. We have longer on this one into, Friday next week. So, um, but we'll see. I try to deliver only winning trades. Sometimes I lose. That's just how it goes. But I hope everybody, the majority of the trades you're taking with me are winners, which I think they have been. So,
I think
um,
so.
and through profit panel and
And
Jeff.
maybe you can turn a lemon into lemonade.
That's right. We're gonna turn a
There
lemon
you
into
go.
lemonade. Right now it's a sour lemon, but I think it's gonna be some juicy, juicy lemonade. Um,
You're just eating the zest.
right, right. I will say, folks, you should figure out your own personal like trade. I'm a laggy trader. I don't know if anybody's played poker, but like I'm willing to have swings, right? Like, maybe larger swings than some other people, less large than other people. I do have my limit. I'm not like the laggiest. I am a laggy trader. But if that's not your style, you can always get out at your personal risk tolerance.
No wonder I like you so much. 'Cause
Oh
I'm the
yeah.
same way. I can sit there and get my face peeled and go, that'll come back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some and you know, I mean, that's what you're gonna have, the position's not going to be an instant win and just go up forever. Like there's going to be oscillations in your P&L on your brokerage. So, you know, um, but yeah, just a little info tidbit about me and sort of my trading style. So we closed out AMD. I'm not like I know we don't, you know, Costco was turned against us. I want to get AMD and Nvidia out of the way. I did you see that? I closed them. I sent out in Telegram, but I closed those positions, Jeff. I don't know if you're still in them.
Yeah, I I saw it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was just like with the market turning down, let's just get out. Like we don't need to take we'll go for 2 for 3 on these weekly spreads. That's a what is that? 66% win rate to this week, you know? So like that's good for me. Um, so I see this tweet on Truth Social. I want to this is something I saw. Okay, so this this caught my eye today. Hold on, let me pull up my scanner so I can show you guys what I saw. Yeah, Doug, it was an unusual trade. Dude, I have the internet in my whole block. Like I live and work and coffee all in like a couple blocks, and it's been so bad today. I feel like the Chinese are jamming our signals.
Probably
Um,
is.
but while I'm waiting for that to load, I won't bury the lead here. Uh, did you see this regional bank sell off? And I was so shocked by this because the banks have been crushing the big ones. But the regional bank ETF is tanking hard, man.
Is regions down too?
Um,
Oh yeah, man.
regionals is down. Yeah, so Jeff tumbled, but well, there was some ticker that came up, dude. Load. Let me see. Maybe I can paste it from my phone. Oh, here we go. Finally, dude. Um. Uh. Sorry. So I have this like little. I have a link to my free ride scanner here. I'm trying to think what the. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was down. It was down at the very beginning of the day. Um. Oh, Zion. Zion's down. Well, what is the? Is it
SoFi.
KRE? Yeah, look at this. It's KRE. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, regional banks are just crumbling, man. Today, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you've heard anything.
No, but look at RF. That's a regional bank in Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Was
And
that
it's a
on here?
huge bank down here.
So I wonder what's going on. I wonder, are we having any bond? I haven't really paid attention to the. Oh, hey, look at that. Showed up today. I mean, I don't know. Has anybody heard any bond stuff? Yeah, off the book loans. I'm thinking it might be something with these yield spreads or something. I don't know, but like, what are yields? Because like, if you remember back in Silicon Valley bank collapse, it was like the blow up between when the yields rose. They all had these securities on their books that were no good anymore. I just don't know what was causing this big old sell off because the like JPM, MS have been good.
Yeah.
Korean bank, the sanctions on Korea. No, so Bea, these are the regional banks, and I don't think they have exposure to international instruments like that.
Yeah,
You know,
these are
my
the
theory,
Yeah.
I think the banks are sitting on billions of dollars of unrealized losses since COVID.
Yeah, well, it's weird because Silicon Valley Bank collapse, that was what it had, and it got stopped by the Fed, basically. And we didn't hear about it ever anymore. But like, is Silicon Valley the only bank that, like it just seems like it was more of a systemic issue.
Well, I thought they had bonds, but the bonds wouldn't mature for like 8 years and people were wanting cash. And that's why they collapsed, was because they didn't have the cash. And so they had to take a loss on the bonds
Right.
to
Right.
flip around and do that. And that's what ate them up.
hmm But like, did no other banks have those issues? Like, it seems like it was a systemic thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I have a feeling compared to, like a Regions Financial here, is that in Silicon Valley, they probably take more risk just because they have those tech startup people and all that good stuff
Right.
out there. Where in Alabama, I mean, the only thing they'd start up is maybe a brewery or a truck lift place or something.
Right. Right.
So, but I mean, that's the thing. And I think, these are probably a little more conservative. I would guess, but I don't know that.
Interesting. So we got some from Trone here talking about Jeffrey's been talking about this. So they hold the most these regional banks hold the most commercial real estate debt, and those are coming due for interest rate increases on their loans, and their cash flow is low because occupancy is way down.
Ah, thanks, Rich. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good explanation. Um Jamie's video, daily video, was he talking about the reasons? What did he say, Rich? What were the reasons? Oh, I don't want to open that up. Close. The car lender that went bust was off. Okay. All right. I'll watch that video. I'm curious. I'll watch it. The car lender that went bust was off the books loans. Is this a car lender for what bank? Oh, was it a bank? Was it like a car lending bank? All right. All right. Well, lots of we'll look into it. I'll watch it. Um, yeah, but important stuff, honestly. I wonder if let's see in the sweep scanner. KRE. Oh yeah, a lot of puts. Ooh, some coming in now, actually.
I was gonna say those look new.
They are new. 1020, let's see, 1024, 57. What's KRE at? Until I type KRE in here. Dude, KRE. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. I saw Spider, I thought it was still Spy. 57.
Oh, so that's their
So
regional bank ETF.
yeah, it's a regional bank ETF.
Okay.
So we got some 57 puts coming in, 55 puts for next week. Wow, there's a lot. Man, look at all this. This is from a while ago, but we're getting actually more contracts as we get closer. So this might be the overnight play we take today. We have never played one to the downside. Robert's also puts on JPM has some puts on it too. Yep, look at that. Those are kind of far out. We got a 111.21, but 320, yeah. 116. Those are far out. The ones on KRE though, and let's see if there's some on RF. No, there's not. RF's pretty small for sweeps and stuff.
Yeah, it's real small.
Man, I wonder what
Well,
the
I mean, are you looking like buying an outright put on it, or you want to do a call spread?
Well, I was thinking, well, we can do both. Honestly, like,
Well, for a 6061 expiring tomorrow, you can get 20 cents. I like that.
is that a put spread?
On KRE,
A put
you
spread?
can you can sell a 6061 call spread for
Oh,
20
call
cents.
spread. Yeah, it's juicy. I mean, I wonder if it's going, what's our max loss on it? What's the R to R?
Be 80 cents. You'd be risking 80 cents to, I mean, it's a dollar wide spread. So you sell it for 20, you risk 80.
That's pretty good. You said 60, 61?
Yeah, 60, 61. They go in 50-cent increments, looks like.
Yeah, that's pretty good strikes. I guess they're an ETF. 20 to 80. Ooh, I like that. I mean, 60
Or
is a little below the 200.
yeah, or do we just buy a 58 or a 57 put and say giddy up?
What's the ratio here? I mean, there are a fair number of, well, I guess let's go to 1024s. Like, let's not do, let's see. Let's see what the, here, let me detach this so everybody can look at it too. You know, that's interesting. Rich, this is not exactly what you're saying. So, can you tell us, Jeff, about like this thing about gold repatriation? I've heard all this from like the conspiracy side of FinTwit, how like the US is basically calling in its gold, China's calling in its gold, so all the paper contracts are having to be turned into real physical deliveries. Um, d have you heard anything about
Mhm.
that?
I've heard a little bit about that, that there's a lot of, well, I mean, even GLD is paper gold if you think about it. Um, if you actually look at what GLD holds, it's like 0.00043 ounces of gold for every 1 share of GLD. I mean,
Right,
it is literally like an ETN, but it's not.
right,
Um, so all of the shares of GLD that's traded is paper because nobody's taken assignment of the gold. And not only that, but if you have all these micro gold contracts and the gold contracts and all that stuff that people are just trading the outright contract, well, that's still obligated to be delivered. And so in theory, that's paper as well. And so I mean, they have to look at it is what if everybody exercises everything? Well, there's not enough gold in the world to take that.
hmm
And that's what's happening on a lot of things. But if you look at Russia and China right now, they're the largest purchasers of gold so far this year. And it's well over last year. So that you have a lot of the world banks doing the exact same thing. So now the question is since they're holding actual bullion, then are the actual paper contracts really that valid?
right.
And I mean, I've heard a lot of questions about that, and I'm just like, screw it, trade it. If you make money, great. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of the way I look at those things. I mean, I don't really care unless you're a central bank trying to get assigned gold. I mean, maybe they're buying gold contracts to get that delivered to them. I don't know. But I mean, London has a huge gold market, and of course, India is always buying gold, regardless of what happens in life.
And China too, right?
Oh yeah, you got Russia, China, and India, your three largest purchasers are gold. So, but yeah,
Very interesting. I wonder, so my gut gives my question. Well, I wonder, I don't think regional banks would have any
I
like,
don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how regional banks deal with bullion. I mean, I would have a hard time believing me walking into a Regions Bank over here and say, I want to deposit these 10 gold coins. I mean, heck, just put them in safety deposit box, probably better.
right, right. That's what I would do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the big thing is, I don't think they deal with anything like that. I mean, you could probably walk into a regional bank and say, "Hey, what's the exchange rate of the euro to the U.S.?" They go, "Well, we'll have to get back to you on that." I mean, just because they probably don't deal with something like that. You'd probably have to go over to, PNC or RBC or something like that and go from there. Because I don't
Yeah.
think PNC is really a regional bank. I think it's more of a bigger bank, maybe a mid cap, if you will.
Yeah. I see PNC. many places around the U.S.
Well, they're all over the South too.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I think they're all over around east of the Mississippi, but I don't know if you really call that regional. I
to
think
me,
that's
regional is like Colorado Bank. Like,
exactly.
you
I
know,
mean, exactly. I'll agree with that.
yeah, interesting. All right, so let's see. On these flows, we have some 1219s coming in, 1024s. We have some 1017s. The most contracts are flowing in on the 1017. And this is one DTE roulette day,
Right.
actually. So this would actually, and they're cheaper than anything on the 17th, or sorry, on the 24th, which is like about a buck 20. Right? These are yeah, buck 20, buck 50.
Yeah, you don't get to get below $1 until you get below $55 next week.
Yeah. So my thing with the regional banks is like, I mean, look, I don't the animal spirits of the markets, but they're not like Tesla, man. I feel like if they're selling off, they might just like it's a little harder to get them to move up. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
If sentiment has degraded so much on these things that there's like a ton of money gonna even if the market starts going up, is a ton of money gonna be flowing into KRE again versus some of the higher beta, higher, more high flying stocks.
Right. I don't think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I see that on your options there, a lot of people are getting into the 58s, which is right around 90 cents right now.
Yeah, yeah, there is. Let's see let's see on this 17th what the flows are. 1024 a lot of the 17 always loading. More flows are coming in. 55 and 58 seems like it's the so move this here. Basically another 20-cent drop.
Yeah, I mean, 55 seems like a long ways out unless they're just looking to go from, 30 cents to 60 cents and calling it good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't always have to hit that strike, it's just like, and that's a good important point, ladies and gentlemen. If you take a 55, if you take like the $55 put, it doesn't have to hit 55 for you to win.
Right.
It's still going, if it goes down, you'll still win, you know. But like it'll just be the P&L will be different. I'm just gonna pull up KRE real quick on this.
But you look at the volume on the 58s, it's 11,000, open interest 15,000.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely it's certainly higher. It's the highest today.
Yeah.
There is a little call volume too, so don't dismiss. Let's see what the call volume is next week. It's actually a little worse of a ratio next week. Um, let's look at the profit diagrams on here. I'm going to pull this over.
Just going to welcome in everyone here to the profit panel. Good to see all the new faces. And for those asking which strategies 42-0, it's Jeff Smith's gold stream.
Oh, we got a good crowd here. Welcome everyone. We're playing pretending Michael Burry today. We're going to see if we can take some puts on local banks.
Love it.
58 put. So we're basically looking. Well, let's look at the 17th first. So if it goes down to 57, we can still get a 20% gain on it. And if we're doing what were we think? Was it the 55 put on the 24th or both the 55?
They were both tomorrow. And some of them were next week. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, so
That doesn't look all that great.
you'd have to get I mean, we're looking at a huge range for anything there.
Yeah.
What
I
about
like the 58 put?
58 puts a little better, but we're still going to have to drop pretty precipitously to get, I mean, another $2. And we're down $3 today, 6%. So we'd be down about another 4%.
Well, if we pick up 30% on it, that'd be good.
But if we do the 58 for tomorrow, we could get like 70% if it goes to 57, or even if it goes to
Yeah,
58, we get a 36%.
right.
Oh wait, sorry, that's today. Oh, no, sorry. So we'd have to go. So it'd have to be basically. Look at this theta. This is theta, folks. Same price, just takes longer to get to it, and our gain decreases. I mean, this is one DTE. So true to one DTE's fashion. Let's try and do. You want to do this one? Is this the one you want to do, Jeff? The October 17th 58, or was
I
it
think
next?
we could do that and put in a GTC. I mean, we get in at 90, we can put a GTC in like at 115 or one something like that. Oh, 114, 115, and if it opens down, we get filled at the open, poof, we're out, right?
Yeah, what would that gain be if we get filled at 95? What's that like a contract value?
Well, 123 is 30% off 95.
So it'd be like a 30%.
Yeah, if that's if you want 30%, that'd be $1.23 off, entering at 95.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's do that. October 7th, KRE 17, October 25. This is one DTE. This is one DTE day, folks. So these plays may or may not work out, right? They're speculative. We're going for overnight, just these are for Friday expiration. So there's no time for it to work out. So these are speculative plays. There's not going to be any like, let's hold it and wait and see if it recovers. This is going to be like, hey, it works or it doesn't. These are binary. You can think of these almost as binary trades. I'm typing it in here. 58. Ooh, that bid ask
Yeah,
spread
yeah.
tightened up too.
KRE's listening to you.
Yeah. Woo. The panopticon. Okay, KRE 17, October 25, $58 put. We're gonna play pretend to be Michael Burry in The Big Short. Boom. Let's see what we get in on it. 58. Wow, saying 103 right now. I don't want to pay that.
I just got 99 cents.
We got 90. Okay, I'm gonna try and get 95. I got 95.
Oh, look at you.
At 95, folks, if you can get it. But since I got filled so easily, try and go 30, 93 or 94. You probably can get a
Yeah,
little
definitely.
better. Yeah, this is buy. This is buy. Don't sell. Please don't sell this put.
Yes, please.
You'll get
do
us signed real
not.
fast.
Yes, do not sell the put.
Buy to open. Buy to open.
Buy to open.
Oh,
I
Mitch
saw
over
that. I was
here
like,
got 91. Bro, I wasn't aggressive enough. All right, Kathy got 93. Shay, try and get in 91 to 93 maybe, or better.
Yeah, 91, 92, 93 in there.
Yeah, I mean I got filled at 95. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, you're in
One at
both.
93, one at 91. All right.
Nice. Kenny, this is on the Financial Wars YouTube channel when it's record. We have to process it and stuff, but it's usually posted later in the day.
actually, we're streaming it live right now on YouTube.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Cool. So Bodie's saying a good thing, no stop loss order on zero DTE or insta fill no matter how far away your order. Yeah. So I don't use it. I don't use stop losses anyways, but especially with because like we're so close to we're so volatile right now with the one DTEs, so it's gonna be like it's going to be volatile because we're so close to expiration. I'm going to take a screenshot of all these puts that we got coming in. Where's those 10, 17?
And if you get filled between 90 and 90 and 90 and a dollar, depending on what you want to do, and if you're in the lower half of that, I'd put a sell in at like $1.19 GTC. That way, when the market goes ding, ding, ding in the morning, it can fill immediately. Watch out for that. Or if you got filled above 95, like I did, you can put it like $1.24 and you'll still pick up that 30%.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you put in a limit order GTC at those prices. That way it gets filled even if you're not there on accident.
Yeah. 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 Especially if you have another job. This is my job. I'm always on the computer. I'm always watching this from 9:30 to 4. I basically
Yeah.
don't do anything except stare at a screen. But if you do have another job and this is not your full-time gig, definitely set those good to close orders so you don't miss anything. On this one. Say, Matt, don't accept that 108. When I want to open up, you can try and open up the order. If for everybody, not just Matt, everybody here, right? For all the members watching this, whatever it says, try this experiment if you still haven't gotten filled. It's going to say the mid is wherever the mid is, 108, 105. I want you to go 3 cents below it and see if you can get filled at that, okay? Um, oh, it's 120 now. But keep on if you're still trying to get into it, go always go lower than the mid price because you can get filled lower than the mid price. Mid prices are just they're a construction to keep retail traders poor.
Yeah. Bids $1, offers $1.08.
Desert Fox Rommel, if you want to set a good to close order, good to cancel, just do it. I mean, if everyone here, if you do want to set that GTC order, and depending on what your price is, do the math. Like try and get in for, try and get out for like a 20 to 30%. What was it? 30% was yours, Jeff?
Yeah, I was looking for just 30% profit. And
Okay.
if you're getting filled between 95 cents and $1 or right around in there, I mean, for $1, 30% is what? $1.30, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So yeah, just do what you, if you want to do a GTC order, do that. Profit and max loss for this. So are we already almost at 30%? No way. I'm
what?
only at 6%.
No, we're at 98 by 94 on the bid and ask.
Yeah.
90 by
Shay,
104.
profit and loss. So we're buying options. Your profit is what you, I mean, your loss is what you paid for it. So if you paid $93, you're never going to lose more than $93. If you pay more, if you win, you can win uh basically, infinite. I mean, you see it on here. It's like if it goes down to 52 tomorrow, you're up 497%.
Right.
So, and then if you want to expand the range, I mean, if this thing really sold off, that'd be sick. You can go all the way to, yeah, look at that. You could go get 1,000%, but I don't think it's going to do that. That's not pretty unrealistic. Um,
The recommendation for exit is 30% from your entry.
yeah. So just go to percentage change, look up, you can type in percentagechange.com or something, percent dash change or something. I forget what site I use, but you can just calculate it on there. It's really easy.
Or if you have a calculator, just put your price in and multiply it times 1.3.
You can do that too. Yep. That's actually easier than going to the
Yeah, it is. Everybody's got one of these digital crack devices that has a calculator on it. Go for it.
Dude, this thing is literally like the One Ring, dude. If it's just like around me, I just feel pulled to open it. It's just
Yeah.
this black screen. I forgot my phone when I usually trade out of a coffee shop close to me every morning.
Yeah.
I like the ambient noise. I don't want to be in my, solemn office. I'll come in here to do these videos and stuff, but I forgot my phone one day, and man, I was like locked in to a level I have not felt in a long time. I was like, I should just forget my phone in the morning every morning.
Yeah. What was it? Monday? Monday. I was kind of in a rush. And so I grabbed my keys and everything like that and went to go grab some lunch. I got to the restaurant and I went to grab my phone. I was like, oh crap, I left it on my desk. And the whole time I was eating, I was thinking, how many text messages am I getting? What am I
Yeah,
doing? And I'm just like, this is stupid.
yeah, yeah, dude. Because it's I mean, even I know you existed before a cell phone. Uh, I was like the last generation really before like you grew up with constant technology at your fingertips.
Oh yeah.
And so we did exist before this, before all this stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a cell phone until what was that, 2006 or 2007?
Yeah, that's about when I got my first one.
Yeah. So I went, heck, 30 years before I had a cell phone.
Yeah. I mean, and you got along just fine, right?
Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of crazy. Only had cell phones for 20 years. That's weird.
dude, it's changed everything so much.
Yeah. Build at
Like,
98. Good job, Scampy.
nice. No, Shay, if you're buying puts, you want the stock to go down. I'm telling you, we're big shorting it today. We should have big shorted it yesterday, but we're gonna big short it today. This is a pretty significant little volume candle here, which is another
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And we're below the 200. So this kind of like free fall territory, honestly. Um, little bit, I could see us hitting down here at 57.77. And if that happens by tomorrow, uh, well, we need it to fall a little more for it to pay out. But again, if it falls, it falls below there, I think we could get somewhere between 30. That's why Jeff's saying 30%, because
Yeah.
that's about like the good gain that's probably more feasible is 30%. Like, yes, could we continue to tumble and get a triple digit, higher double digit? This is in the realm of more. This is like, I would say this is more in the realm of possibility, 38 to 20, to high 20s or something. Yeah, I know. Cell phone. So, did you guys hear United? It's gonna have Starlink now, so you'll be able to just like watch a movie like you have your Wi-Fi at home.
I read that last night. I thought that was
Yeah.
cool. I
Yeah,
looked at
that's
their
gonna be
stocks
good.
up today. Is their stock up today?
No.
Oh,
No,
well.
not at all. But I thought it might be too, but it's not.
Okay.
Um, oh, Laura lived in Alaska. I want to visit Alaska. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's great. That's a cool story, Laura. Alaska's a wild place. It's the last frontier. I feel like if I ever had to just disappear, I'd go to Alaska. I don't feel like people would really look for you that much there. Just get a little homestead in the forest. Oh, you're still there. Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Wow. They're a long way from each other.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico to Alaska. It'd take a long time to fly that one.
Yeah, that is. Vladdy just got a photo of US soldiers in so Vladdy, you live in Israel, so you see US soldiers in the airport? Ooh, what? Yeah, wow. Is this chat public? Can everybody see this? No, no, we're not. Ollie, we're buying the put. All right, we gotta move on. Folks, we're buying the put. We're buying a put. I don't sell naked puts. I don't sell naked calls. I don't really like doing it. Other people do it. I don't. I think it's too risky. And it's just not worth to me, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the stress.
Well, no, hold on. The only reason to sell a put is to what? Buy the stock.
Right.
So
Right.
if you want to buy this stock, go out and sell a naked put. I wouldn't be trying to buy this stock. It looks to me like it's going to go down some more. So unless you want to sell a put a long ways out. So
Right. Right. And then yeah, and I tend to not like longest term options trades because I don't because like then this positions just stack up in your terminal and you're like, what the hell?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people can see it, Lou. All right, so let's look at I don't know, man. What else is going on today?
Well,
That was a good little
now
session.
hold on, Blake. If I'm wrong, tomorrow in the new platform, the chat everybody can see, right?
That's right. That's what I was going to say. I can open the chat up to everyone. I can definitely do that. That's not a problem. In fact, I just did that. But
Okay.
tomorrow, like moving forward, everybody will be able to see the chat. So if somebody asks a question and I answer it, I won't have to answer it 3 more times. Everybody will just be able to see what I said.
Yeah.
Unless you direct message me. If you direct message me, that's private. But there'll be a video. And speaking of that, I need to show that before we get ready to jump into what Jeff has for us. I just need
Right.
like
Oh, you want
5
to show
minutes.
that?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, though.
Yeah, I think I don't really have, again, this is a cautious market. If you've been in my Telegram, we closed out that 30% or 50% winner on SMCI overnight. We got another 18% on a silver company actually traded today, Jeff. Another one, AG. You ever heard of AG?
Yes.
Yeah, so they had a nice little pop today. You can see we got out like right. I think we got out right here. Um,
Yeah. I tell you, well, I got lucky this morning. I bought calls on the QQQ, and
oh, nice.
I was just like, this is going to work. And
Yeah.
so I look for about 20% profit, and it took it probably 10 minutes, paid me my 20%. I was like, oh, cool. And then it just started selling off. And I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm glad that got me out.
That's the beauty of good to close orders because you're linking you don't set a good to close order and you're like, I'll get greedy, I'll get 40%, and then
Yeah.
you walk away with nothing. Or
Mhm.
in this case, you'd walk away with a loss.
So what's
Um,
665,000 square miles? Must be Alaska.
yeah, it's the biggest state. It's like half the US.
Yeah. It's bigger than Texas.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Um, so yeah, so anyways, we're cautious, like I'm still Mark, I'm holding lemonade. We talked about this. We're gonna try and turn a lemon. We have a longer term for it to work out till next Friday. And we were just talking before you got here that I think this is kind of I think we're just back to where we were 2 days ago. So and lemonade is super volatile anyways. I'm gonna hold it. Feel free though to get out if you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm gonna hold it and see. But we'll see. Be nimble, stay frosty. I'm not.
That's
I
right.
don't really want to put in any other trades right now because I don't have time to. We dissected that one for like 30 minutes, which was cool. That's what you need right now. I don't have time to do that, and then I gotta. We gotta run this video, and then what's really cool though, after this video is I don't know if you guys would anybody do people think a strategy with a perfect 42-0 record is a good strategy? Would that be a good strategy in your classification of good strategies? Just let me know in the chat.
I think so. Hey, Jeff, real quick, what's the ETF for uranium?
URA.
URA. There
All
you go,
right.
Edward.
All right. Well, everybody's saying, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
a 42-0 strategy is freaking amazing.
Right.
So we're gonna get Jeff. Actually, that's Jeff's strategy. He's gonna get into that. But we need to show you this video because we're gonna have a new platform tomorrow that
That's right.
we wanted to show you how it works. So you want to go ahead and tee that up?
I will right now. So here we go. It's a short 5-minute video, so just stand by. You'll want to see this.
Pete, that's pretty funny, man. Me too.
Welcome to this introduction to our new webinar platform.
Everyone can see this?
All of our brands will be moving over the next couple of weeks out of Zoom and into WisePub, a new webinar platform for our free webinar sessions. This will allow us to provide better services and content and help you even more as we go forward and build out this platform. Quick orientation so that you know what to expect when you first get to a session using the new platform. When you arrive, you'll see something like this. Of course, the actual presentation will vary, but the layout should look something very similar to this. All you need to do is type in your name that you want to be known by in the chat and click join, and then you'll be in the webinar. Now, the area on the right, this column, is the chat area. You'll see that this is a group chat. Messages that come from any of the hosts will be highlighted in green, and other messages will just be in gray. You can, of course, type messages, but keep in mind that this is an area that everybody will see what everybody else is typing. If a host has pinned a message to the top, like this one up here, it will stay there even as other messages scroll by so that you can continue to see that message. Note that at the top there are a couple of other icons. One that you'll want to pay attention to is this double speech bubble icon. This is a tab for private messages. You can hover over any of the host's messages in the group chat and click on the double speech bubble icon, and that will open a private message between you and that host. And of course, this is just here from earlier test conversations, but you can have a one-on-one conversation with any of the hosts by doing that, and you can go back and forth between the group chat and the private chat by using the icons at the top. You can also collapse the chat window if you want to and reopen it, and you can pop it out so that it will go into a separate window that you can then drag onto another screen if you're using multiple screens. Now, about the presentation area itself, in the bottom left corner, you'll see a speaker icon. This is your mute and unmute button. So if you can't hear the video, but you see it playing, you can double check and make sure that you haven't accidentally muted it. In the bottom right are a couple of other icons to control the size of the presentation. The double arrow icon will make it absolutely take up the whole screen, but this will of course hide the chat and other elements, so this is probably not what you want to do most of the time. There is a button to the left of that called Picture in a Picture. This will actually shrink it down into a little floating window so that you can do something else with the screen in the background without losing the presentation. This is particularly helpful if you're on a handheld device and you need to go to like your brokerage account or some other web page, but don't want to lose the presentation while you do it. And then you can bring it back to the main area. Now, what I would recommend is that everybody clicks on this little monitor button down here. This will make the presentation area take up the full screen, except that it won't hide the chat column and it will not hide the announcements, which is a section underneath the presentation. This is an area where we can post things as hosts that we want to kind of stick here and be here for the rest of the presentation, rather than put something in the chat that might scroll by as people put messages in there. So we can either, as hosts, we can either pin messages to the top for you, or we can put them in here as announcements. When we do drop a new announcement, you'll hear a little jingle to let you know to scroll down and look to see what the announcement is. And that is pretty much all you need to know. Quick review. In your presentation area, you've got your mute on the bottom left. You've got some screen controls on the bottom right, but the one I recommend the most is this little screen button here that lets it go full screen without actually hiding the chat and the announcements. And then in the announcements, if you want to send a private message to a host, just hover over one of their messages and click on the little double speech bubble icon, but then also keep an eye on the main chat. I think that just about covers it. Of course, if you have questions, feel free to ask them as you start using the new platform. We know that change is not always easy, but we are doing this so that we can continue to improve and increase the number of services that we offer you and the things we can do within each session. So we hope that you will give us some grace as we all adjust to the new platform. Thank you very much.
All right, that wraps it up. And I think Alex has to go to the closing playbook. So it's just me and you, Jeff.
Alrighty.
What do you say we hop into what you have
Yeah.
in store?
Unlike the perfect gold trade, the one you're about to hear about, this is a weekly option that we do each and every week. And we get into this one, and as Alex was saying, this is for each week of this year, basically, that the market's open on Thursdays. We are now undefeated 42-0, which is awesome.
That's
So,
incredible.
and with gold continuing doing what it's doing, what the heck? Why not make more money on gold?
Yep, I completely agree. So without further ado, here we go.